Bruh.
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 Bruh. Did you see the thing I posted? The Booker and Elizabeth?
I retweeted it.
Okay.
It was so good.
I'm so happy
nailed
that
it.
I finally went and did that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
actually turned out really well.
It's like, maybe a couple years past being timely, but maybe.
Season 3 just came out.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah.
So I think this would have been the last window for me to do that. I'm just gonna...
It was great, though. That webcomic was great.
So...
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah, after Desert Bus.
Shit, yeah, it is. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
We were delving deep, in every sense of the word, into existential crises.
Yeah, it's
SOMA.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's been quite interesting.
I really dug this game.
Yeah, I'm really digging it a lot too, and I'm hoping it sticks the landing. And the fact that you continue to like it is a good sign.
I mean, because you're right that I think a lot of horror games will do that thing where it's just like, oh, it's really promising, and they just like punt it right at the end, and you're just like, fuck.
Yep.
But I feel like they stuck the landing on this one.
Okay,
so.
I'm really enthusiastic. If you are new to us playing SOMA on this stream, this is stream 2 of 2, probably?
I don't know.
Maybe 2 of 3?
Might be 2 of 3. Like
okay.
We might have a ways to go through it.
The game opened with us waking up in our apartment and going for a brain scan. And we went and got the brain scan, and it was part of like a student's graduate experiment, basically. We got the brain scan. We went to the brain scan place, sat in the chair. They began the brain scan, and we woke up in an underwater facility that's been abandoned, or seems to be in a state of advanced
disrepair.
Something bad
happened.
Yeah, and from what we're seeing, we found a couple of like bits of correspondence, and the old logs. That seems to indicate that about 100 years has passed, and an asteroid struck the Earth.
Yeah.
Like, fairly recently, wiping out all life on the surface.
So we might be the last things left alive on the planet.
Yeah. So that's quite intriguing. Yeah, we were put into the sea.
Yeah, we really were put in the sea.
Yeah.
The game starts by being put in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just sort of grappling with our own identity because we've reached the point. Also, other thing for this stream, this is a weapons free on spoilers. We will talk about anything and everything as it is related to the topic of discussion, which includes like periphery material.
Yeah.
So it's like we'll probably talk about plot twists and points and shit about other sci-fi as well. Also, because it's a horror game, there's like horrible, creepy stuff, and also a great deal of existential dread. So bear that in mind.
Yeah. Are there any particular content warnings we should issue? So far, we've suffered one gruesome,
really.
not particularly gruesome death.
There's some dismemberment and gore.
Yeah. Nothing that's too out of the ordinary for like a horror game.
A horror game, yeah. Like, it has a healthy amount of like weird biomechanical people being fucked up, but
right.
Oh, also, yeah. There's also like suicide references. And
yeah.
Other like weird existential things. So, anywho.
Hey, I did not murder that guy. I did not kill him. I did not kill him. He's bullshit. I did not kill him.
Hi, Mark.
I chose not to kill him. We had to do another thing in order to not kill him.
So now he's A-okay.
Yeah, now he's just trapped there probably forever.
Forever and ever.
Probably forever. He's going to be there for literally forever.
So, anyway.
Yeah. So that... I feel good about what I've done so far.
So let's continue. Also,
yeah, I also abandoned... What's her name? The other mechanic.
Yeah. We have a friend now.
Yeah, we do have a friend.
We have a pocket friend.
Yeah, Catherine.
One of the researchers on the station a copy of her personality has been loaded into our multi-tool.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah. Tea concentrate.
Dang it. Right, and Catherine's project was to...
launch the Ark.
Yeah, so her idea was to take copies of people's minds, upload them to a virtual world in a box, and throw it into space.
Yeah.
So that something remains.
Yeah,
And could conceivably be reconstructed.
Because as it turns out, this is a launch facility.
Yeah.
As well. Welcome, Sales Cab. Right, we unplugged that one robot. Right, the other one that I had an interactable on it, so I used the interactable. And it was like, why did you kill me?
I was happy. Like, oh, that's...
Oh, why did I do...
Why
that's
did
a
I
good
do
question. Why did I do that? Yeah, and I was like, that's a fair question. Now I feel bad. Stupid dead robot made me feel bad for murdering it for no reason.
You jerko.
Yeah, its last words were, I was happy. But, yeah, wasn't that basically the end to Evangelion? Or at least an end of Evangelion? They launched Unit 1 into space?
I don't actually remember that part. It's been such a long time. I don't actually know if I've actually seen the movie or just seen parts of it. Like, everybody's seen Asuka fighting the production series.
Yeah, because it makes for an awesome animated gift set.
Right until the end.
This door is really lit. Could you imagine encountering an object that looks like this in the real world?
I would go mad.
Like something that just has a low-res texture on it?
Yeah, it'll probably pop in any minute now.
Yeah.
Any minute now. There we go.
Okay, good. I feel less bad now.
Yeah, so,
what was our objective again? How do I even play this game?
It's I, tab. It's usually tab.
Nope.
Well, let's just wander around.
Controls.
So, something that I found very interesting about this game was, and maybe this is just me reading things into it, is that, like, on some level, it's about finding hope in entirely hopeless situations.
Okay.
Because, like, the scenario laid out for us is, like, a asteroid has hit the Earth. Everyone is dead.
Yeah.
That's your baseline. And you're in this facility. Everything's fucked up. There may be no living humans at all.
Yeah.
Or there may be a tiny little handful. Like, we're counting, like, on one hand, you can maybe count them.
Yeah.
And
Cancel, interact.
You have this ability to, well, like, your mission is just like, well, maybe we can do something. It's not great. You know, there's, like, an argument to be made that it's not actually going to help anything. But it's something. You know, launching the Ark on some level is kind of worthwhile. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the gold disc in that satellite.
Oh, yeah.
With all our shit in it. It's just like, well...
Oh, what happened to the mouse sensitivity?
What did you do? Is there
one of the buttons on the mouse alters the sensitivity, and I touched it.
Oh, you put it in DPI mode?
Maybe.
It's probably that button. The little tiny one.
Oh, there we go. We go.
Got it.
Yeah, the Voyager... Well, we've launched a couple of those.
Yeah.
Like, the Voyager Golden Disc. The Arecibo message, to some extent.
Yeah.
Will travel through space forever.
Yeah, it's like... It sort of reminds me of what Yahtzee said about Dark Souls, where it's like things can't get 101% fucked. You know, it's just like when everything is already, like, completely ruined and beyond any sensible amount of hope, you still find some.
Yeah.
And that's kind of comforting in a way.
Oh, right.
Put your hand in.
No.
Gross. Yeah, let me turn the game volume down just a touch.
So I've heard the developers were putting in no kill mode,
Oh yeah.
where you just can't die.
Huh. Sounds about right. There's also a mod that got a little bit of attention when this game came out that makes the enemies not aggro, which I found to be really interesting.
What just happened?
Oh, there's a guy coming after you. So you're not supposed to look at, I think. Because I heard that the what it ended up making the game like was that they were really like creepy without being a direct threat.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was maybe more in keeping with the themes of the game.
Yeah, I like that a lot, actually.
Where they're just sort of like confused and maybe a little sad and weird.
Yeah, that they can't.
It's like, this makes me really uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. They don't want to hurt you, but they might if they're confused and upset. I mean that's kind of interesting. I mean, in that mode they obviously wouldn't, but like, I've got to tidy up.
I still haven't seen Blade Runner 2049.
Neither have I. It's still in.
I heard it
It's still in
tanked at the
theater.
box office, but that it's been critically well received.
Yes, that's what I've heard as well.
Which is actually probably a good sign, because that's exactly what happened with the first movie.
Yeah.
It just tanked at the box office and is like one of the most important sci-fi films ever.
Yeah. One review I read of it was that, like, this movie would be awesome. It would be even better if Denis Villeneuve could make a movie that wasn't about parents. I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Pick up that can. I mean, maybe people expected it to be some sort of like cool sci-fi movie instead of like a thoughtful exploration. I don't know. I don't know what people expected. Maybe they didn't see the first one. Maybe they thought the first movie was like nobody thinks that movie's an action film today.
No.
Like, he discharges his gun like 4 times in the whole film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is your Omni tool? They thought I was writing with scissors.
Yeah, we're headed to the arc site.
Where is our Omni tool? We have it on us, don't we?
Yeah.
Because it's not in the caddy. Oh, we broke it. Poor K. We have our Omni tool, right? Why do we not remember how to do this? We're so bad at video games.
Yeah. What is even going on here? Key bindings.
Backspace?
Oh, cancel interact. There we go.
Ah.
I bound it to backspace.
What'd you do that for, dude?
Not very bright. Okay, so we need to get to the launch site. We've got our Omni tool. We need to get to the launch site.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. We're here. So I guess we need to go back out the airlock.
There's a little green marker. I don't remember. It's been a very long time since we played this last, so hopefully we don't get too screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, let's go out. Hey, here we go. Boop! The goal of this game at the moment is to try and get to the launch site to launch I suppose it's like a server that contains a virtual world populated by copies of people's memories, because it's the last vestige of humanity that can escape the destroyed planet.
Because this planet can no longer sustain human life.
The fish don't seem like they're doing too bad, though.
Yeah, well, that's reassuring.
Yeah. Just be like, finally, some peace and quiet. The goal of the game is survival in any form. Yeah, that as well.
The fish are like, finally, yeah, this is good. Anyone else miss the sun? No, not yet.
Actually, the ones on the sea floor probably don't give a shit. Because that was...
What? What is this? Curie Emergency Vessel 4. Hey, Simon, can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you get this thing running?
Hang on, I'll give it a try. Sorry, it's dead.
Pooh.
Worth a shot?
The CV came from Curie. It was a ship that used to make runs between Lambda and Lisbon. Looks like their wreck is close. Maybe you can find a vessel like this one inside.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll just save the security information and update the Omni tool. There. Should help you get around.
Great.
Because that was wasn't that something that they were trying to figure out with, like, really, really crazy deep sea life? It's like, where do they get their energy from?
Yeah, well, some of them are chemical, right?
Yeah.
Some of them get their
Like the
energy
tube
from
worms?
from deep sea ocean, like from vents.
Yeah, geothermal, I
Yeah,
guess.
and those are just like basically completely independent of any other system on Earth.
pretty
At
wild.
least from what I understand, they may have found that they have some kind of interaction. But most other deep sea, like, this is just like poops falling down from
I guess so. Oh, is that your friend?
I guess so. Hello. From higher in the ocean. And like stuff eats that, right?
How fascinating. I kind of wish I knew a little bit more about extremophiles because they're terribly interesting to me.
Yeah, well, as it turns out, there aren't a lot of environments.
Uh-oh. Straight ahead of you.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Can we hide behind this? Sorry, you're saying there's not a lot of environments.
Where living things won't living things won't colonize. As it turns out, life can be extremely hardy.
It is also reassuring. Well, because
I had heard that, like, well, not heard, but there are bacteria that they have to clean nuclear reactor housings out of.
well, and I also heard that, like, that's the only place that particular type of bacteria lives.
Yeah.
They're just like, nope, this is where we make our home. We like it here.
Yeah.
I was like, our kids love it. It's just like, you're in a fucking nuclear furnace. What's wrong with you? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, there are bacteria that live in arsenic.
sulfuric acid.
Things that live in, like, the pools around Yellowstone, like around Old Faithful,
Yeah.
right? That basically live in boiling sulfur, right? Or not boiling sulfur, but live in these sulfur pools that are, like, yeah, basically pools of sulfuric acid.
How about them apples? Bacteria around the sun.
I mean, if there's liquid water on Europa, I mean, that seems like a reasonable place for life to be. If there's, like, the reason NASA crashed Cassini into Saturn is because they think that there's a reasonable chance that Saturn's moons could house life, and they don't want a nuclear reactor the size of a bus just trucking around the system until it crashes into something.
Yep. We're like, let's throw it somewhere fine.
Yeah.
Life finds a way.
Yeah, basically, if there's something that can be broken down, there might be a bacteria that derives energy from breaking it down. Yeah, a nuclear reactor the size of a bus that might be contaminated with Earth life. Right? NASA's pretty careful about it, but they're probably not willing to bet an alien ecosystem on their containment protocols.
Smart. I like the Dutch angle of this crash wreck.
Yeah, everything just being
Just,
off.
yeah, it's like you model an area and then you fuck it up and then you just turn
Like
it sideways.
tilt it so that it's uncomfortable and claustrophobic.
And also just reads instantly as like wrecked,
Yep.
fucked up.
That is the
broken.
Curie? Oh, we need to find a ship on it then.
Did we just pass right through it? If we can't get back there, then I think maybe we were supposed to pass through here.
Maybe, yeah.
That looks like it might be a...
A one-way.
Yeah, well, I guess keep going?
Yeah, alright, keep going. We'll see if any of its ships crashed.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Where is it? Where is it?
I don't know. Is it just me, or are we closer to the surface?
I don't know. Where is it?
I have no idea. Did it go away? It made a big noise. I really love the silhouettes that the girders and stuff make. This is something that this is a really interesting form of artistry in that only really happens in video games, is designing vistas that the player will navigate on their own, without any real prompt, just like creating a pathway that looks in a certain way and creates that kind of picturesque quality.
Well, like the way that architects design buildings that people naturally kind of want to move through in a certain way.
So it's like that, but there's also, the idea. I think what immediately pops into my head is the end of the Undead Asylum in Dark Souls, where you ascend up this cliff, and you're just sort of drawn there, and then a thing happens at the end, and it just has this wonderful kind of it's like a painting that you're kind of navigating through.
Yeah.
And I imagine that is not an easy thing to do.
No, I mean, it probably takes a lot of trial and error until it becomes something that you're practice at and just do naturally.
Yeah, I mean, we talk all the time about leading the player with light. There's probably many very subtle tricks that level designers and artists use to lead player to create interesting visuals.
Yeah, because getting lost in a level is not challenging.
Yeah,
right, or interesting.
In a sense, it's almost like installation art. Except that it's more than just you go to the museum or art exhibit and there's a thing. It's the whole place is all the installation.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Ghost in the Shell? Watch the original movie. Do not watch the remake or the reboot.
Yeah.
They
did
a
reissued
makeover
5 years ago, was it?
Yeah, it's fucking god awful. They took the original animation and put a bunch of CGI bullshit over it. It's unwatchable.
Yeah.
Unwatchable.
Because there was no attempt to make it jive with the original. It
adds nothing. In fact, it subtracts tons from it, and I'm why the fuck did they do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, they George Lucased it.
Yeah, they Lucased it.
Yeah,
for no reason.
Yeah, the original Ghost in the Shell is really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And
it didn't really need it either,
Yeah.
because the animation is still quite,
yeah, I mean, it holds up fine.
Mm-hmm. I
No,
really
not
enjoy...
Arise. They took the Ghost in the Shell, the
film.
The one by
Shiro.
not Shiro, who
Oh,
it's on the tip of my tongue.
Somebody in chat will know.
Mamoru Oshii.
Yeah, Oshi's.
Oshii's movie, and they fucked it up.
I really enjoy, like, while we're on the topic of leading players with light,
Yep.
the fact that we are being led with red lights is foreboding, right? Or it's baleful, because it's all we have to navigate by. But that's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Oh boy. Hammerhead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, also getting the right ratio of like filters and models to get these kind of silhouettes that kind of emerge.
But yeah, having to only navigate towards red light it's a little menacing,
Yep.
right? Red is usually bad in video games.
It's very frequently, in fact, almost entirely bad.
Oh, I know we have to go up the ladder that we found earlier. I just want to look around a bit because
There's lots to look at.
Catherine did mention, like, hey, you know, this was a service pod from the Curie. Maybe if you find the Curie, you can find another one of these. And I found the Curie, but just kind of like parkoured through it accidentally.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. How like I wonder
You
if it's
couldn't get back
frustrating
in.
on some level, the amount of work that goes into areas in video games that people just blitz through.
Yeah.
Like, I thought about that when I was playing Destiny, because, like, in the story missions, there's a bunch of corridors you just, like, whip down on your way from point A to point B, and I will sometimes stop and be like, holy shit!
Yeah.
This looks incredible! And players will spend 4 fucking seconds here.
Yeah. Bungie's level design has come a long, long way from Halo Combat Evolved, where they actually had to put arrows on the floors because they reused the same corridor over and over again. Like, you would go, like, in the Covenant areas, or on the Halo. I forget if they were Covenant bases that would have been airdropped. But you would go through these corridors and come to a stairwell at the end and go back up and run through the same corridor placed backwards.
Oh.
And it was because I guess the game had to be rushed out.
Ah.
But they actually had to place arrows on the floor, like triangles on the floor,
That's okay.
to keep players from getting lost.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Apparently this is the Curie.
Ah, okay. So to all those level designers and artists out there, I stop and smell the roses. I hope some of y'all will consider doing the same.
Being led towards red light. Like, that's menacing, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it actually had to work on an Xbox, so maybe it was to reduce asset use or resource usage.
How many points do I get for smelling the roses? Throw!
Do not want.
I'm always fascinated by, ruined structures are always my jam. And it's interesting to me from a design perspective where it's just like, you come up with an area, how it would function and look normally. And then it's like, okay, great. Fuck it up. Just like break it. Break that shit. Make it rusty. Make it covered in garbage.
Well, like,
remove pieces of it.
I love my favorite environment, if we're talking about Destiny 2 at all,
Hey,
is
chips.
Titan.
Alright, we're in. Let's find a working escape vessel.
But
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to make any claims that place feels like a working environment. It has all the signifiers of a lived-in industrial environment, but it doesn't actually. I don't think it has any ability to claim that it is laid out in a way that people would find useful. It's laid out in a way that a gamer finds useful. But it's got like lots of neat techno crap lying around that makes it like feel right without actually having to be right.
Oh boy. See, I kind of wish we weren't running away from this monster because I want
Yeah, because I would want to listen to that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to deal with this monster at all.
I think you just don't look at it. I think it aggroes when you look at it. It's like a... what should I call it? Hey, Kenoki!
Can we close that hatch? That would be nice if we could actually close off.
Ooh, a Scruggan.
This would probably still work, right?
We always used to call those things screw guns, and then the little container that had all the screws in it, we called it the sprocket.
I would really love to talk to whoever the art designers were at Bungie or the level designers at Bungie who were sent to either Germany or Poland or somewhere in Eastern Europe to just get like thousands of reference photos for the EDZ.
Yeah, the EDZ is very cool looking. Shitter's full.
Well, that's a bad sign. How did that happen?
Huh. Wait, what?
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 Oh, maybe this whole thing is on its side.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
What? No, you know what? I don't know. I don't understand it.
The sideways toilet means that this is a standing ship?
What does that mean? Future poops?
There are boats that can change their axes.
Wait, what?
It's a long ship with tanks in the bow that fill with water. It stands on end. Oh, so it can get to, like, its destination, then fill and tilt?
What? I've never heard of that.
Really? That's a real thing?
Is it?
I mean... Huh. Okay.
What the fuck?
Like, are they ships that are supposed to be, like, installations? I mean, I'm 100% prepared to believe it. No, that's where we came through. Cool.
What? I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Floating instrument platform is designed to go from horizontal to vertical by submerging over 300 feet of the total 350-foot length of the ship. Why, though?
I don't... Oh, it's incredibly stable. It can withstand 30-foot swells.
Oh, okay.
What the shit?
Huh.
That is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
Neat. Speaking of leading the player with light, now I'm worried.
Huh. Yeah.
I don't want to go here because now that has me worried. I remember reading the novelization of Aliens as a kid. My dad had a copy of Alien, which I read when I was way too young, and I think it fucked me up. And then I would go to a local bookstore, it wasn't a bookstore, it was the grocery store that had a book section when my dad was buying groceries in the morning. And I would sneak off to the bookstore and read Aliens.
Yep.
And I remember at one point, there was a description of one of the Marines running her hand over along the hive wall.
Uh-oh. Yep. I think it's in the adjoining hall.
And encountering the, like, the graceful curve of the clavicle leading into a rib cage.
Ooh, nope.
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking. The final efforts to stop the comet have officially failed. Impact is imminent.
Yeah, see, one of these days I hope to see a horror game that spends a lot more time sort of like exploring like
Yeah.
upsetting ramifications rather than having like a monster after you.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
is-
Like, this is plenty horrifying without having a monster who I can't actually look at chasing me around.
yeah, well,
Right? Like, listening to these broadcasts is actually quite upsetting.
yeah,
Right? And then that experience is broken
yeah.
by having a monster come along.
So it's
and,
like it's like you have actually two types of horror directly opposing one another.
Yeah, I would put this in a note for the developer.
Yeah, like
I'm really
have both of these segments maybe separate.
yeah.
Yeah, like I don't
Because I love this game.
it's very good.
I just don't like being chased out of story elements by a monster.
Well, I mean, I think everybody's been aping Amnesia, which, to its credit, I think broke some new ground in the horror genre because, like, to that point, it was just like, there are monsters. Here's your Colt 1911. Go shoot it. And it was just like, you can't actually fight this monster. You have to get away from it. But they built the entire game around that concept, and it worked. And everybody's sort of been aping on it ever since, whether or not they are successful or not.
Yeah, these are the guys that made Amnesia, I guess. Are they?
Are they? Oh, right, it's fictional. Shit. Well, now I feel like an idiot. They're aping on their own style.
Isn't that called iterating?
Yeah. I mean, I guess they also are kind of on the hook to do that. Maybe people would
Yeah, maybe
find
people
it
would
weird.
not like
It's
it.
like, where's your monster?
Yeah.
Can you ape yourself? Absolutely. You can even parody yourself. Sometimes self-parodies are the best. Like, this is a complete divergence, but one of my favorite things about Tsutomu Nihei, who did Blame and Biomega and a couple of other books, Knights of Cynodia, is he did his own parody of Blame called Blame Gakuen, where they're all in high school. And it is the weirdest thing in the fucking world. You ever want to see a change room full of Moe cyborgs? Yeah. Yeah.
No, no.
Sure.
No.
What's left of it is doing okay. For the rest of the world, there's no good way to describe it. The destruction is absolute. The surface is just gone.
I think there might be some video feeds here. Maybe not.
Curie is safe while submerged. The crew, what's left of it, is doing okay. For the rest of the world, there's no good way to describe it. The destruction is absolute. The surface is just gone.
Casually displace a human skull.
Sure. Feels good. The visual effect for this is really kind of creepy.
Yeah.
What's left of it is doing okay.
What?
I don't know what that was.
For the rest of the world, there's no good way to describe it. The destruction is absolute. The surface is just gone.
It ate a Link's shield.
There was that corridor that was all lit up.
Hmm. I suppose it's difficult, like, leading the player through an area like this, which also has to double as an escape venue or avenue from the monster. So it has to have a bunch of, like, feeding into itself rope-a-dope corridors.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you made it. This is much better. Let's see if we can't get this thing moving. Wait, what? Safety locks are blocking the vessel's release. Are you kidding? How much more of an emergency could this ship be in? It's on the bottom of the sea. Take a look at the engine room and see if you can figure it out. Maybe there's an override.
So that's why we had all those
There's
interactables on the
monsters out
reactor.
there,
Yeah.
like the ones we saw at Lambda.
The more reason to get going.
What?
Thanks.
Come on, you know the drill. Don't look at them or get too close. It'll mess with your circuits.
Actually, could we take a quick break
Sure.
here? I need to use the bathroom.
That
We need
sounds
to get out of here.
I know. I'm
Until
going.
this dialogue is done. So,
Okay, override the safety lockouts.
BRB.
We'll be back in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Check your watch. Hello.
Hey, we're back. Just had a quick break. Ate myself another clementine / mandarin orange, depending on where you are in the world. And we're ready to get back into SOMA. So, yeah, just had it confirmed in-game that the asteroid wiped out all life on Earth's surface. Luckily, we were at the bottom of the sea, so it'll probably take a lot longer for it to kill us.
Also, other people survived for a little while,
Yeah,
like the people on this vessel.
Yeah.
Who are now bones.
mm-hmm. Yeah, we're finding all their bones. But yeah, we found a healing butt, and now we have to go back into the ship.
We didn't get in the sea. We started in the sea.
Mm-hmm. The entire point is to escape from the sea.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, should we take our multi-tool?
Sabotage the stabilizer, Simon. The black cords you mentioned, pull them down.
Okay. Oh.
Now we have to go and navigate away from the monster.
Restoration rectum.
Wrecked him. Damn near healed him.
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking.
Yeah, that would sort of explain the weird placement of some of the ladders.
Yeah.
Officially failed. Impact is imminent.
The asteroid bounces off the surface, sinks into the ocean, and sort of smooshes us very slowly.
Yeah. Yeah, it
That's
just
like-
lands directly on top of you, and you're like, no, no,
Oh
no,
no. Crunch. What is the date in this game? It's like
Wasn't it late 22nd century?
something like that. I'm not sure how long it was since the impact. It's at least some number of years.
Working in one of these has to be so disorienting.
Oh yeah?
Like just having, I don't know, like a stairwell going up
That would
like
be really
on
weird.
its side from the floor.
I mean, I guess they're not really accessible, so...
But you must feel like you're working in an MC Escher drawing.
Yeah, probably. Like that brief surge of panic where you think you're, like, dissociating. Boop!
Oh, it went back in on its
Pull
own.
it!
Bop it!
Doesn't sound very good. Hey, is that reactor temperature going up?
Probably.
Service required. I got your service right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Piscadios!
Warning. Reactor collapse imminent. Proceed to
That'll
emergency.
do big. You remember your way back, right?
yep. Oh, there's the lights on the floor. That's handy.
That is handy. That was probably a thing they added in testing
Yeah.
Which was just like, well, our players kept getting lost and swearing very, very loud.
Yeah, and then
So-
walking away for a couple hours and then coming
Oh,
back when
did
we
you-
paid them. Oh, weird. It opened the door.
Okay, I'm in.
Then let's get the hell out of here.
It's taking so long.
We need to pump all the water out before we take off.
Can't you do it any faster?
I'm almost there. All right, here we go. Hold on to something.
Whee!
Yay!
This is also like a kind of a clever design thing because like we have to travel a large distance, but
steer this
it's
thing?
entirely
Starboard
closed,
rudder is choking, but I can
so they don't
compensate.
have to
I don't
animate
even know
that
what
sequence,
direction we're going in.
which
Don't
would have
worry,
been
I'm
a
hooked
lot
up
of
to the
acid tree to
navigator. We're
include.
headed for Theta. Should be a matter of minutes.
Thought I was
I don't
done
mind
for
little
back
tricks
there.
like this.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
think
this is
it's
Wow,
fine.
keeping the Curie from going into a catastrophic failure state. I mean, how did it get on the ship?
Are you talking about the black tentacles in the engine room? I've seen them before at Upsilon. What are they?
They're a manifestation of a malfunctioning station-wide artificial intelligence called the WOW.
Station-wide? So we just made a powerful enemy.
No, it's not like that. The AI isn't a persona. It doesn't feel or think like we do. It's more like a cancer.
What?
Was that the ship?
Looks like your sabotage worked better than expected. Brace for impact! Hold on, the blast just pushed us off the plateau!
What does that mean?
If I don't hit Delta, we're dead.
Whee! Leo's a game in which you're totally not a robot at all.
We are 100% not a robot. Why would you say that about us?
Please remain seated.
Techno cancer.
Am I... Ow.
What up?
I'll never get this open.
Oh, it's friend! You came for us!
Don't look at it. It's had a lot of UV.
You're probably fine. Although, actually, your sensor might get fucked.
You've seen those pictures of...
Yeah, people who tried to photograph the eclipse.
Hey, buddy!
Oh, hey, little guy. Didn't expect to see you again.
I'm the best.
Don't worry, Kath. I'll find a way to Theta.
Well, alright then.
What the hell is that?
It's a crab.
Oh. Hello, Carb. Your life hasn't changed much at all, has it?
I always imagine crabs just run around going, shit, 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 shit,
Shit,
shit,
shit,
shit,
shit, shit, shit,
shit,
shit, shit, shit,
shit,
shit!
shit, shit.
Oh, shit. That'd be really good. Just get some nature footage of crabs and just over dub it just like with shit. Like shit, 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 shit.
The way that dogs are always only saying, hey,
Hey, hey, hey, hey, hey. Oh, hello. Who's this?
Come in, Strasky. Can you hear me? Theta, listen. Acres is headed for Theta.
Delta Loop Organics, getting a signal but no audio.
Strasky, it's Komorebi. Acres has gone mad. He's dangerous. Strasky!
Sorry, Delta, still no audio. Try calling from another access point.
Strasky, I can try setting. I have pictures.
Huh, that sounds bad.
yeah.
just gonna moisturize. Woo-wee!
Where are we? Delta to theta. Lambda to delta. We needed to go to theta, right?
I think so.
Auxiliary station.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So left.
Left. We have to go this way.
Well, I don't know what direction we're facing, but
Mm-hmm.
get in there. We are in a robot body. We are inhabiting a diving suit that's full of weird techno-cancer junk.
Yeah.
Thick robo-anus. Please never say that again.
That's something that this game has caused to be in our universe.
Yep.
Somebody uttering the sentence "thick robo-anus."
Yeah. Did I send you and Julie the thick hydrogen atom?
No.
Hang on. Let me see if I can find it.
Thick water molecule? Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Low-key water thick.
Yep. Yeah.
The chat wants to see Alex. Oh, I love the person slapping the nap button instead of the nut button.
Here.
Oh, little friend.
I think they found it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. It's in the chat. It's so thick. Fucking.
Such a dweeb.
Such a dweeb. Such a stupid meme. Oh, as if I'm too cool for that shit. Some sort of ship thing around the corner.
Yeah, we're going to avoid that.
Probably not got your best interest at heart.
Okay, well, we can't get in here. Or can
Oh, wait.
we? Oh, it detected that we wanted in.
Yay! Thick is sort of a butt joke.
Good robot.
It's... I don't know. If somebody has, like, a safer work or, like, non-shitty source, like, definition for it. So I ain't touching that shit. Ooh. What the hell is that?
Another robot?
Or was that still him? Oh, hello. Ooh, oh, alright. Well,
That's gross.
icky poo.
You saw that, right? You saw Akers fucking injecting that shit into them?
He got me pretty bad.
I think I made it worse pulling away. I can feel it bleeding out. Can you see him?
Fuck! He got on the Zeppelin. He's going back to Theta. We have to warn them.
Good luck with that. The platform radio is dead. Remember.
The Lumar Annex should work. It has to.
Yeah. You go. I'm not gonna make it. I'm just not.
Come on, Evans. We have to warn them. Come on.
It sounds like there was a disagreement
Mm-hmm.
aboard the survivors of this catastrophe. The impression I get is that somebody had a wise idea and not everybody was stoked on it.
Yeah. Troubling.
Indeed.
Press button.
Is there a Chipotle in this place? Yeah, it's that guy's face. Well, are you sure there's nothing else in there?
Am I sure?
I don't know. That could be just it.
Oh, no, wait. This came up when I pressed the button.
Fuck you, Acres. Oh, wow. Oh, somebody trying to log in.
Yeah.
And then just tilting.
Area map. Here we are.
We're close. I have actually not played Prey. I've heard it very highly praised.
Yeah, Ben loved it.
Ben Palmer?
Yep.
Oh. Like, I heard it was really good. It seemed...
This
does
was
it have
never
anything
sent.
to do with the, the previous Prey game?
I don't know.
It didn't look like it, except in sci-fi. Absolutely nothing to do with the previous Prey. Okay.
Alright, so...
Pray for Mojo.
Wait for Mojo.
Do a talking sim on the Atari 2600, but there's not one in the mood base. I think you can emulate that stuff.
Oh, that looks bad.
Oh, wow!
It seems to be emanating some kind of viscous goo.
Gross.
There was another one of those, like, control pods over here.
Rest of Chet. Probably for the best. Not sure I trust the shuttle train anymore.
I imagine if it were possible to upload you to a body, one of the big discomforts to get over would be not breathing.
Yeah.
Or not needing to breathe. You would probably feel like you were suffocating a lot of the time.
Or just wake up, like having nightmares about suffocating.
Yeah. You know, a lot of this sort of reminds me of some of the themes that are explored in Battle Angel Alita. Because this is a massive spoiler, and it's so big that I'm actually mentioning that it is a spoiler. But in the first run of the comic, one of the big reveals is there's this utopian society that is suspended above the junkyard, which is like this slum town, and there's always this sort of like they're sort of at odds with each other because, you know, it's basically just like Elysium, you know, just rich people who literally live in the sky, and they just shit all their garbage into this shanty town, and people do the best they can.
Topa.
And the protagonist, Alita, is a human brain inside a mechanical body, so she's a cyborg.
Okay.
But the implication is that at one point she was human, and still is, in a sense. She just has a full body prosthesis. And one of the antagonists reveals the secret of Teferis to her, which is this utopia above. And the way he does this is he cuts the top of his head off.
Yeah.
And inside, instead of a brain, is a little microchip.
Huh.
And he's like, yeah, we all have these. Nobody knows. Except me.
Huh.
And she's just like, what the fuck? It's like, are you human? And he's like, well, I'm kind of the opposite of you.
Huh.
It's like,
yeah.
The phrase, I think, therefore I am, doesn't offer a lot of relief here. And it's like, there's somebody else watching, and he's like, that's fucking bullshit. And he goes to the bathroom and cuts the top of his own head off.
Yeah.
And finds a chip and goes insane. It's a really good comic. It's, Battle Angel Alita. The first series is really, really good. I did not care very much for the sequel. Although it had a couple of cool things. There's a really interesting... there's a trans character in Last Order who began his life as a copy of Alita. Like, they took her, I think her battle data and memories and all that other shit, and made a series of, like, duplicates.
Right.
And then he transitions.
Interesting.
It's kind of sweet.
Okay.
So it still explores a lot of interesting themes, but it turns into, like, fighting manga way too quick for me. Like, there's literally a tournament they go to, and I'm just like, okay.
Terry Akers won his 1,000th game of chess.
So, yeah. No, Sex, as in the German word for six, is a pretty cool guy. He's also, like, an rambunctious a-hole and a cool dude.
So, the little robot that follows us around is named Kate.
That's so cute.
Or K8.
Sharon and Joy.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go to Omicron, aren't we?
Maybe? I guess so.
Because we started off... Where did we start off? Theta? No, we needed to start at Theta.
Last brief aside about that character. There's a panel that I saw being shared around. This other character is like, "So do you miss your boobs?" And he's like, "Fuck no."
Ha.
It's really great.
Hello, K8. This is where the Zeppelin would have docked.
Huh.
Oh, we don't like being near that.
It's not so good.
I mean, I don't particularly blame us for not liking that.
What's up, little buddy? That man is now Mung. It's like he has become Mung. Some sort of chipped mung bean stratus.
I really enjoy the word mung.
Where is it from?
I think it's from mung beans.
Probably.
Aren't they kind of like mucilaginous?
That's a really good word.
Where are you going, little buddy?
Well, you would have thought it was a Flash Gordon reference? Maybe. We're not calling anybody Mongs. Mung, as in the material. Mongo only pawn in Game of Life. That movie's so good.
Where do you want us to go? You want us to come down here?
Are we following him, or is he? Or sorry, are we following her, or is she following us?
I don't know.
Broadly defined as anything that is very disgusting, originally from the acronym MASH until no good.
Huh.
From the practice of making many changes to a code until it is useless. Made popular from the Saturday Night Live sketch Wayne's World, it was the top 5 worst things to get in your Halloween bag. Huh.
Wow.
Mash
I must have
until
internalized that deeply,
I
because
get-
suddenly I remember that sketch.
I don't remember any of that. Well, how about that?
Maybe I can call the Zeppelin?
Oh, yes.
Air transports lost. Manually adjust antenna.
Dear Art Doctors, Cam and Alex have noticed that in sci-fi, characters that are overtly not human, but are trying to understand and mimic human behavior are often beloved. Examples: Data, are Daniel, while humans who have the same problems with neurotypical behavior are often considered creepy or hostile.
Drasky,
Discuss.
you can see the Zeppelin now.
Are they considered
Sorry
creepy or
about the
hostile?
mess.
Are they?
Without the
I don't
positioning
know.
system, the Zeps just
Like-
losing their set routes. Voljet did say that you could have
Hang
fixed
on.
it on your side by redigging the antenna. Guess it doesn't matter now. Are all of you coming?
No, just me, Goy, and Creer. Akers is set up being a stubborn old man.
All right. See you soon, Brandon. Happy evac.
Yeah, depends on the media. If I had to guess,
Peter, can you
it's
Oh,
hear me?
I'm
maybe...
sorry.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
I hear you, Terry. I mean, Mr. Akers, sir.
I've changed my mind. I would like to come to Theta. Let Delta sleep.
Of course. Wow. Honestly, didn't expect to hear from you again. Such a long time since you checked in. We have a few divers in a Zeppelin surveying Lambda at the moment. I'll just make sure they pick you up when they're done.
Thank you for the warning. I'll make sure they feel welcome.
Okay.
That's
See
super
you when you
creepy.
get here.
If I had to guess, it would be that someone who is like obviously human that is having a hard time with it is probably frustrating for people, because the assumption is that a person knows how to person, and I think people would in some ways react to that with discomfort, because it's like, well, you're obviously human, how come you can't figure this shit out?
Right.
Which is not necessarily a fair thing to expect of someone who is neuroatypical. But I guess the difference with something that is like distinctly non-human is that like their best efforts are laudable, because it's like, oh, you're learning this from scratch.
Yeah, and it's probably a bit flattering as well.
Yeah, it's
for
like you're
us.
trying to imitate us.
Yeah. It's
So
like when,
where-
like in
it's-
science fiction, maybe we consider Data endearing because it's like when a dog tries to speak English.
That's probably exactly it. And we maybe expect more of, like, actual humans, whether that's fair or not. I mean, it's probably also why, like, mental illness is so difficult to kind of get people to grok. It's like, well, like, people get really, really uncomfortable when human beings struggle to function in a way that they consider normal.
Yeah.
There's probably, like, a lot to be analyzed in that sense. You know? It's like if I were to explain to a regular person that's like, sometimes I will read a tweet that will ruin my week. It's like, well, what do you mean? Just don't think about it. It's like, I would fucking love to not be able to think about something like that. But some days it just gets to me, and it's not necessarily a, I think it's easy to assume that it's like an immaturity or just like being oversensitive or something. It's like, no, my brain just doesn't work sometimes and tries to strangle me to death with my own thoughts. So, hey. Have you tried not being sad?
Okay, so we figured out how the antenna works.
So yeah, we need a code and a direction.
Yeah.
I guess the
Gross.
gross. One of the big problems is that like mental issues are invisible.
Yeah.
Like if somebody has a busted leg, you would never in a million years like give them shit for not being able to walk straight.
Oh, gross.
Ew, that is super duper nasty and grody. But because there is visibly nothing wrong, it seems like not a thing.
My reflection in the black blood of our warden whispers, I need to save them from this hell.
Oh dear.
Let them sleep. Lock them in the lucid dreams I've seen.
Oh boy.
Why is it full of meat? Why squish? Why go squish?
Ooh!
What?
Pawn! Game of life. Wait, no. Yeah.
Chess.
I wonder if it's an actual game of chess. No!
Corrupt opponent.
That's good. But we probably should be concerned that this is fresh, seemingly fresh blood.
Yeah. Exciting to watch WoW claim Delta half a year ago. I'd be worried I'd have Goya and Juan clean the black blood from the machinery. Now its crusty surfaces seem to complement, even outshine what Delta was.
These are my favorite kind of notes because they have a personality.
Yeah. This is
like,
some guy who's been left alone here for 6
like
months.
The type of handwriting.
Yep.
Tells you something about the writer and about what. And also, like, the choice of paper. Like, this looks like a plastic.
Yeah, it's torn out of a manual.
Manual.
Like a waterproof manual.
It was like. Just went at it with a pen.
Wait, can we get. There's no bat. This is only for playing chess.
Oh. The light is hurting my eyes.
He's telling me I don't need this vitreous flesh inside my skull to see salvation. I will gladly remove them, stop them from obfuscating this divine mission.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he saw Cyber God, and he wants to save everybody. That reminds me of X, the Man with X-Ray Eyes, which is a very weird sci-fi movie from like the 50s or something, maybe the 60s. It's about a guy, like a doctor who invents a serum and he takes it and his vision keeps getting better and better until he can see through stuff. And at first he has a lot of fun, like he goes to parties and, you know, peeps at everybody with their clothes off.
Right.
And then he starts being able to see through walls and he starts robbing banks. But then he starts being able to see through everything, including his eyelids, so he can't sleep. And he starts gradually losing his mind. And the movie ends when he like stumbles into like a church or something. And he describes all these incredible things he's seeing because he's like looking through the whole earth and like out into the cosmos. And he's like, "You see Satan and the devil. If thine eye offends thee, pluck it out." And they all start chanting, "Pluck it out." And he's like, "Okay." And he like rips his eyes out. And it like ends on a freeze frame of like him like going into frame. It's really fucked up.
That is not what I would have expected to get from a person of faith.
It's really weird.
Alright, so we need to figure out how to align the antenna so it can communicate with the Zeppelin.
'63.
1963?
Yep.
Signal strength. Good. 216. Oh, this is it. Zeppelin 49.
Transport active. Unspecified cargo.
The Zeppelin's on its way. Better get ready.
Unspecified cargo, you say?
That's
Incoming.
definitely the Zeppelin.
Oh man. It's so big. Untersee Zeppelin. I wonder what the unspecified cargo is.
It's gonna be Zerglings.
They just swarm out and start DPSing you. You're like, fuck!
No, I didn't get my bunkers built.
Piss.
Catherine, handle this, please.
Ah!
Calm down. We're safe.
Oh, it's really disconcerting popping in and out of existence like that. Where are we now?
Delta. At least that's what you said before the crash.
Oh, right. Of course. Is this a Zeppelin?
Appropriately named. You think it can get us to Theta?
It's a cargo transport. They use them for moving materials between the sites, anything that's too big for the shuttles. I'm sure it can carry us. Why won't it work? Come on. Oh, the tool chip is bust.
Isn't that part of the Omni tool?
Look who's been paying attention.
I had to deal with that back at Upsilon.
Then you know how it works. We need to get a new tool chip and switch it.
Care to point me in the direction of the closest tool chip storage?
I think it would be easier to just take one from a robot.
What? Just knock a robot over the head and steal their chips?
The toolbox over there says it has a stun baton.
No.
You can use that.
Come on. I don't want to hurt anyone. Isn't this a bit much?
It's just a robot, Simon.
We're just robots. Sort of.
Got him!
I'll get us a chip.
So I think you get a choice here. It's a whole suitcase that has a stun baton in it. So I don't know what the alt is.
I think we have to just go and find another tool chip.
Yeah, I think you can either rip it out of your buddy or take out one of the hostile mobs, maybe?
I'm not hurting K8.
Keep K8 safe. What is that?
Guess I have no choice.
You choose between K8 and homeless robot. Which one's the homeless robot? Cam, don't. Cam! Cam!
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I can't do it. I'll take you for ice cream. We'll go for ice cream.
I don't remember the one that they're talking about.
There's another, like, robot wandering around.
Alright.
Maybe there's a tool shed we can find.
I create big ones with arms near the antenna.
Like, there was the robot wandering around out here.
Yeah. Well, let's go head on this. At least outside, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering if maybe there's actually, like, a tool shed around here that would have chips in it.
I don't think so, but that would be nice. Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Quab! Shit, 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 shit.
Hey, buddy!
Hell of a day, am I right? Can't believe how much I'm sweating in this suit.
Oh boy. You have to choose! I mean, I do so this is actually kind of great because it's a departure from your typical Gandhi or Satan.
Yeah.
Where it's just like there is a empirically correct, ethical, morally sound choice and an evil choice. And you're just like, this one's just like, these are both awful!
Yeah.
I hate both of these!
See, this one wanders around complaining about its life, wishing it had a vacation, being like, this thing is sweaty, it's gross. But this one makes cute noises and has no soul.
Well, they even look kind of similar moving around. So.
Yeah? You put in a good word for me? I'm not sure that's a good thing. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
Beep boop. I don't think he's ever getting that promotion, Cam.
Brandon, did you move the Carthage casing? We need to test that one before we ship it. Man, you can really tell when Astrid is off platform. This place turns into such a locker room. Not in a good way, either. I don't know, man.
Nothing really
I
mattress.
just say we can keep things classy, even when women are around. You know?
Oh.
That guy is that is a person. And we just found the control room with the manuals where it's like K8? Oh, yeah, that's just it's got a I mean it makes booping noises, but it's about as alive as a blender. Sorry! I'm sorry!
Oh, he makes you shoot it more than once?
I'm sorry!
Oh, that's fucked up!
I'm sorry! No! God, it's screaming. It wants to live.
So, let's talk about horror. That's how you do horror without shedding a single drop of blood. Right? And you just know it would have been every bit as bad with the other one.
Yeah.
So, like, the small detail of making you have to hit it more than once, to actually, like, have to hunt it down. What's that behind you? It's beeping. Oh, I guess it's done. I think it might have been just the gun running out of stuff. Yeah, just, like, forcing you to lean into it.
Yeah.
That's... Buh. Catherine, I'm having a bad day.
Thanks, Simon. Don't be mad, okay? We really needed that chip. We'd be stuck here.
Could you do it? Kill a robot like that?
I get attached to them too. I'm not a monster. But in this case, it had to be done.
Is there a difference between them? I went for the small one.
No! Not a Kate! Those are so cute!
What?
Don't worry. They're dumber than rocks.
Are you fucking with me?
It's just beginning to sink in. I mean, really sink in. I'm a robot.
Didn't we cover this already?
Guess I've known ever since I woke up at Upsilon. I just keep suppressing it. Like my brain doesn't want me to think about it. It's really getting hard not to think about it.
Yeah. Could you maybe hit that switch over there so we could get moving?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't she such a great character?
Yeah. I like how she fucks with you. She's
Yeah.
like, you killed a K8 monster, and like,
So
what?
yeah, JK.
Yeah, JK, no, they actually can't experience pain.
Thanks.
Did I kill the other robot? Huh. Maybe I'm the monster. Please unsubscribe, Kate Facts. yeah, like this gave me a different form of like horror than I had experienced in a lot of other games.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so far removed from the typical kind of like, here's a scary monster that's turning inside out and snarling and bleeding. I'm like, okay, that's, I guess, startling. Like, this one was just like, gave you a horrible squicking feeling.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, I'm the monster now!
Simon. We got a slight delta detour, but we're back on track.
I mean, I guess one of the
Touched down on a
central
cargo
themes of this
platform just outside Theta.
game
Then we
is,
just head
what would you
inside,
do to
grab the dump
survive?
bag, and head down the abyss.
I mean,
4,000
like,
meters.
I'm theatrical, but I honestly don't feel
We don't have to
that
worry,
bad
though,
about
because
killing a tiny
with the
little...
dump bag, the Ark could have been in the Mariana Trench. It'll hold for anything.
That's great.
Like,
And
it's...
we can start listening to other people when they talk, because that's how conversations work.
Oh, sorry. I just can't stop thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer human. But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically, I don't have any ears, no mouth. Christ, that's a weird thing to think about. I mean, I'm making sounds. I'm still saying things.
You sure are. Okay. Your new body most likely has senses similar to those you had as a human. And your mind, only knowing one way to perceive the world, superimposes that skill set on top of your new features.
So my mind is covering it up, pretending nothing's different.
If it didn't, you'd probably be incapable of interacting with the world at all. And the stress would either kill you or make you go insane.
So I've found a good balance between awareness and ignorance. Does that mean I shouldn't think about this stuff, or are my thoughts actually making me cope? Could I tip the balance by suddenly gaining some insight and go insane?
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, we have real things to deal with. Saving mankind, remember? Speaking of which, we're closing in on Theta. I'll eject the Omnitool. As always, don't forget to take me with you.
Kath, before you go, the artificial intelligence you mentioned in the escape vessel?
Uh-huh, yeah, the Warden unit, the WOW.
Is it the WOW's fault that we're like this? I mean, it seems like something an unreliable AI would do.
I suppose it set the ball in motion, but it's not directed with purpose. It's really complicated to explain how machines think, Simon. Concentrate on getting inside Theta, okay? See you soon.
I mean, like, the Kate unit doesn't have... It's basically your phone.
It's a cute phone, though.
It's a cute phone.
More stunning vistas.
This is pretty.
Oh, a data buffer.
This thing on? Can everyone hear me?
Go ahead, Strom.
Listen up, all members of staff. The art project has caused a lot of arguments the last few months. I'm not going to pretend I understand what the hell Sarang talked about and how his continuity suddenly made sense to kill yourself. For the fucking love of God, or whatever you think is important, don't kill yourself. This place is miserable enough. Don't force your friends to clean up your blood. Rest in peace, all of you. Good?
Beautiful, sir. All right, everyone. Show's over. Get back to work.
Huh. That's a good pep talk,
Yeah.
I think.
Reminds me of the, somebody a couple of years ago when, the Fort McMurray wildfires were really bad. There was a video somebody had taken on board one of the transports that the Canadian Air Force sent to evacuate people. And it was basically the, whatever they're called, the officer in charge of cargo was giving like the airline safety thing. And he's like, okay, so, you know, you're going to want to put on your seatbelt by putting on your seatbelt. You know how to do that. There's like no masks because if we crash, we're all going to die. So don't even worry about it, and people are like laughing, and
Uh-huh.
but
Well-
he was doing basically being really entertaining.
That's good.
A loadmaster.
Mm. Is there any truth to that rumor that airline oxygen masks are just meant to calm you down?
Probably. I don't know.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Who is that? Mark?
No, we haven't met before.
Is this Mark?
I think we're safe.
Oh, I was so worried something had gone wrong.
What's your name?
Robin Bass, Theta Field Service Technician.
Nice to meet you, Robin.
Uh-oh.
How did you get here?
I got scanned, like the others. And then I killed myself. At least I think so. I can't remember that part.
How does that work? Did dying get you into the Ark?
Wow, you're definitely not from Theta. Let me guess, Omicron? Wasn't sure Catherine would be able to scan you guys. You're lucky. There was a lot of talk about this at Theta. The idea is, when you're activated in the Ark, there's basically two of you, right? One human, one living scan in the Ark. You don't want your copy to survive you. You yourself want to survive on the Ark. If the human you dies before the scan is initiated, or closely after, you yourself would live on in the Ark. Amazing, right?
I don't think that works that way, Robin.
I disagree.
I think that you
Catherine
stop,
put you up to this?
and there's
Killing
another
yourself?
version.
Catherine Chun? No. I don't think you understand. She just did scans and put them into the Ark. I hope I get to meet her soon so I can apologize. She always got into trouble with Strohmeyer when someone killed themselves.
I think she's okay with it.
Where is everyone? I thought there would be like 40 or 50 people here.
I don't know. I'll let you know if I see anyone. Robin, I'm not sure how to say this.
Don't.
What?
This is
Yeah?
pretty amazing, right? I mean, the Ark.
Yeah, it's great. Catherine and the guys have really pulled through. They saved us all.
Run.
I don't understand.
She's happy.
Is this what it's supposed to look like?
Keep Robin safe. So is this just
I
like
expected something different.
you just have the option there to leave or unplug?
Yeah.
I guess so. Well, come on, one time. Oh, turn it, pull it,
Bop
push
it.
Oh, check it out. It's like doing all its opening stuff.
Oh yeah.
Rah! It looks like a big mouth.
Om nom nom nom.
Om nom nomicron.
Hello? Anyone there?
What is that shit?
Well, Catherine, we found Theta.
Yes.
Ugh.
Am I the only person who thinks that the teleporter conundrum is maybe a moot point because we don't know how something like that would actually work if it could work?
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but you're discussing a technology that, like, doesn't exist in a form that maybe necessarily even makes it possible to discuss it.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
it's
mean,
like-
Starfleet seems pretty content to use it. I mean, maybe if it was a technology that we only saw the Klingons use or the Romulans use, then maybe that would be like,
Yeah, I mean, it's like, well, also it's just like, you know, is this hypothetical teleporter going to exist by, like, making copies of your constituent materials? Is it going to transmit those exact materials through space and time? Is it going to, like, push you through some sort of, like, subspace and out the other end? Or, I don't know.
yeah,
Because
like,
then that would wildly, radically alter the argument itself.
like Bones hates using it, but he's also kind of regarded as being like superstitious for believing that.
Interesting.
But everyone else is pretty cash about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's not that there's, like, no point in
here?
discussing it. It's just like,
We're here.
I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, great. Time to hijack ourselves a submarine. There will be nothing stopping us when we have done that.
You guys sure have a lot of machines and vehicles down here. What makes this one so special?
It's the only transport that can go into the abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
If this is one of a kind, then how did they get
Can
the
of
Ark
crack.
down the abyss in the first
Wait.
place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way and just walked.
Didn't realize that was an option. Kath, what's it like inside the Ark? Is it like a movie or virtual reality?
No, of course not. It's, you know, like real life, but slightly better. Pleasant temperature, clean air, good weather.
So people in the Ark just walk around pretending it's the real world?
You don't have to pretend, it's perfectly immersive.
And it can just sustain itself?
Yes, attached to a probe fueled by solar panels that could survive for thousands of years.
That's amazing. Just thinking about the Earth being what it is and us setting out to save the final remains of humanity, it's
Heroic.
at least it feels worth doing.
Here we go. The Dunbat.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, damn it. I knew it was too good to be true.
What's wrong?
It's... It's quarantined. Hold on. We need a security cipher.
How bad is it?
It's we don't write these things down type of bad.
Maybe someone's still around who could tell us what it is.
Sure, let's go with that. I'll just unlock the other doors for you so you can explore the station.
I was also going to say that, like, this is also coming from the person who sees literally no purpose to the who would win in a fight discussion.
Yeah.
Like, I have opinions about those talks.
Yeah, I find them...
Well, like, I think it's as a creator of fiction, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, people arguing like who would actually win in this fight. It's just like, you can't have the discussion. There's no fucking data.
Yeah.
It's all made up. It's like,
Yeah.
my question is, like, who would win in the fight, like Superman or Goku? It's like, who's writing it?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's writing it?
One of the
Who's
40K
like-
authors
Yeah.
got that question on his blog, right? Who would win in a fight between two of your characters? And he's like, easy. Whose book is it?
It's just like, you know, what story am I trying to tell? What sort of dramatic, you know, it's just like...
Yeah.
But, like, actually talking about, you know, whether fucking Wolverine could beat, I don't know,
Yeah.
Like, what?
Looks like all your friends moved downstairs.
Like, it's not like I hate fun, but I just,
And the habitat?
more for you, more for you.
Yeah.
I don't
Your
like
dad would
this
win.
at
Okay,
all.
correct. Your dad would win.
Are these, when they say black box beacons, is that like the personal data recorders from Aliens that every colonist had implanted?
Oh, maybe, yeah, it's like a goddamn town meeting.
There's no one on this level with us.
Yeah. I think the more interesting discussion is, like, how could you make that fight interesting if
Yeah.
you were writing it? It's like,
Yeah, like
that would be interesting to me.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, what's the story that you're trying to tell here?
Yeah. It's just like, so if I was going to do a story
Emma
about
Alvaro
this
is still
character versus
alive.
this character, I would have them do this,
Joaquin
and then they'd, like, get
Dufresne
ahead,
is still alive.
but then they like remember their training, and blah, 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 blah. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Well, it looks like there are a lot of people still alive.
How would you kill a vampire any way you want? They're fictional. Yeah, that too. Just like, you want to have a vampire be killed by silver bullets? Do it up.
Yep.
And then people will complain about it, saying it's not accurate. It's like, they're literally made up! They don't exist! It's like, I mean, in Blade, he defeats vampires by punching them.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the Death Battle series is.
We need to find someone who knows the cipher. It's
Your
the only way
canon
to
is
fire
bullshit.
up the Dunbat.
When Batman and Superman get in a fight, the loser is the movie audience.
Wow.
Whoa!
Picante. Oh, we can turn on the lights.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is that bugs me about that conversation or those discussions so much. Because
I think it bothers me because
I was just gonna say that, like, I'm not beyond having stupid conversations about meaningless shit that doesn't actually have any outside relevance and is just for fun. But I just can't get into it.
Yeah, I think it's... There's so many interesting conversations to have about these stories.
Thanks, Strohmeyer. That's a real helpful report. Be quiet, the proxy listens. What happened to Theta? No explanations anywhere.
Kinda sounds like a warning.
Screw Attack takes two fictional characters and studies their series to scientifically work out their actual strengths and limits and puts them in a fight to the death. Okay. Like...
Why such screaming?
Okay.
We got a live one.
Oh, wow. I don't know what happened there.
Seems like a server room.
Yep.
$6°C, you say? Yeah, alive is probably not a useful term at this point in the story.
Yep. No, I get what you mean by scientifically, but that also... Okay, so here's an example. In the series Evangelion, in the series itself, just not any sort of spin-off or anything, the actual height of the Evangelion fluctuates from episode to episode. Okay? They do not have a consistent height. They are as tall as they need to be for whatever effect the episode and story requires.
Yeah. Please reset router.
And I'm using this as an example to talk about, like, all fiction. It's like Superman is as strong or weak as he needs to be for the dramatic tension.
Yeah, for the story to be interesting.
In a given story from multiple different authors and artists and so forth. So the idea of empirically measuring it to one standard is insane and impossible.
How do I reset the router? I'm so fucking lost.
The rights can be whatever. Oh no! Is there a thing coming after you?
Yeah, I have to reset a router
Oh no.
in a maze.
I don't remember if this is one you have to be quiet for. Maybe? Oh, hello. Turn on the Wi-Fi generator. Isn't that why Toriyama dropped the power levels from Dragon Ball Z to avoid these problems? Maybe. I mean, like, those numbers don't mean a goddamn thing. They mean nothing. Like, they're there for, like, to just say one is bigger than the other. Like, they're not actually based on anything.
Okay.
Oh, well, so fanboys justify their favorite character? Yeah. I think, like, people really, really like being invested in whatever's considered the best. And we probably need to move past that. Like, maybe the best and favorite are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm trying to say? I don't know.
I guess we just die here.
Maybe? I don't know. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
totally.
Rip. Oh, no, wait. There's something to this one, and I don't remember what it is. What the
There's
fuck?
another one out here, okay. I don't know what it wants me to do.
I'm trying to remember because, like, I think this was one that you had to either be quiet around or something.
Yeah, but I don't know what it wants me to do.
Yeah, I don't...
Like, I don't...
When and where did I see what it wanted? I don't remember.
Like, it wants me to reset the router.
Yeah. It's lured to sound. Did we miss the part? Because I remember finding that information. Now, did I find the information in the game, or did did the chat tell me? So I think you can chuck objects to bait
Like,
it.
distract it? But I don't know how to... I don't know what resetting the router means.
I think it was that huge console at the end of the hall in here.
But that's where it's told me to reset the router.
Oh. Well, shit.
Okay.
Wait, what? Huh. No! Do you want to take a break?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do that. So, B...
Alright, we're trying again.
Alright.
I'm not really sure what we were trying to do there, even.
Yeah, maybe we missed something. I
Yeah.
think this one is attracted to sound, so you can sneak?
Okay. I mean, maybe we don't even need to do this one yet.
I don't know. I mean, it also might skip you through it. I don't know. I don't remember. What? On the other side of the pitch black room, there's a router which must be restarted. There's an enemy. It's blind as a mole. Don't use the flashlight and don't sprint. Move while crouched. Hiding in the darkness or behind cover. Don't stand in the monster's path. Okay.
Okay. So don't... Okay.
So we've just got to explore around and be quiet.
Okay. Move while crouched.
Yeah. That sounds real scary. I think you can kite it with noises. I remember that being a thing that you can do. Okay. What? You weren't making any noise though.
Yeah.
That's annoying. So, like, this is kind of why I thought that the no combat mode mod, and apparently we'll be getting one natively, was a great idea. Because, like, I actually don't think this adds anything to the game.
I agree.
In fact, I think it kind of subtracts things. Because my experience with horror games, and I say this all the time, is like nothing will kill a horror atmosphere faster than frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the horrible decisions we're having to make have been so much more effective in kind of like injecting horror into our mind. Than any of the sort of... Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, that must be it.
Please reset router. Oh.
There we go. That's coming for you. Maybe they don't want to be accused of being a walking sim. I mean, it's possible, like, if I had to guess, I think their pedigree as the people who made Amnesia probably obliges them, at least on some perceptual level, that they have to have monsters running around. And maybe, you know, with the amount of budget invested, that's not a risk they're willing to take.
Mm-hmm.
Because people have real strong opinions about walking sim games.
Yeah.
Which is to say, they really hate them sometimes because they're not video games, which is a discussion we visited many times before. But yeah, and I mean, of the people in the chat who played this, how many people like enjoyed these segments? How many people felt that it enhanced the atmosphere and narrative? I'm kind of curious because it's like maybe we're in the minority.
Yeah.
Pretty polarized, it looks like.
Yeah, pretty even.
Yeah, so might have needed to confirm something on the screen? I fucking hope not. Oh my god. Now this is just being a pain in the ass. Manual confirmation needed. So you have to stand around this noisy piece of shit. Yeah, that's just really annoying. Sure is a torso. Run along now, turd man. Flip switch. Interesting. Apparently, Frictional talks about the efforts to distance Soma and Amnesia. Early on, we realized that Soma was never going to be the scarefest that Amnesia TDD was, but because we felt other aspects of what made the game special were so fuzzy, making from the creators of Amnesia a big part of the PR campaign felt crucial. The problem with this was, of course, that we might set up expectations for Soma being a direct follow-up from Amnesia, with everything that would imply. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about what I expected, because it's like it or not, they have this pedigree and an expectation of what kind of games they would make.
We reset the router, but we still haven't actually done anything with it.
Wait, no, I thought that's like, do we have to actually do something on it, or?
I don't know.
Or is this like set it? I mean, I hope it's flipped a flag so that even if we get killed here. Okay, so it's
okay.
Done.
We are good.
Okay. We consider doing a talking sim on Viscera cleanup detail in the broad story arc. I'm not familiar with the story arc, but like the game itself, I don't know necessarily warrants a whole episode. I like Viscera cleanup detail. I think it's a really cool concept for a game, but it's like probably not something we could fill 3 hours with. Like, there's plenty of games that don't make it onto this show because, like, even though we really like them, just because there's not that much to say about them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I could, and there's also games that would be kind of impossible. Like, a lot of multiplayer games are real hard to do on this stream.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to do one on Rainbow Six Siege, but that's actually just playing with fire. Unless there's a way to opt out of the voice channel. Because I think it's really, really fascinating and a brilliantly designed game with not a amazing community. Although it
I mean,
depends.
like I would
sometimes they're
love
good.
to do the one where you're playing an American Delta Forces soldier in the Emirates after a
Oh, shit.
sandstorm.
The one that everybody keeps telling us to play.
Yeah,
gone.
and it's really excellent.
Fuck. No,
I'm
it's
not
gone.
actually sure how much there's to talk
This
about.
better have worked. I'm not going
Yeah.
down there again.
That it doesn't say explicitly.
Yeah, that it doesn't explicitly talk about.
Spec Ops The Line, thank you.
Yeah, Spec Ops The Line. Like, that game pretty much wears its heart on its sleeve, right?
I mean, so would the stream just be us being like,
Like, I highly recommend you play Spec Ops The Line. I think it's an excellent game. I'm not sure how much there is to actually, like...
to add to it?
Yeah. Because we could... I think the entire stream would just us be going, like...
Check them.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
I know it looks bad, but it makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
That's... I mean, that's the wow you're hooking up to.
I need it, okay? I wouldn't have made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
Oh, she didn't know that you were doing that. So that's interesting. Your
Yeah.
healing is coming from the
Why
space
would they all
cancer.
leave this floor?
I don't get it either. It's like they all just cleared out.
I really dig the design of these corridors. This is probably an issue that you encounter in building a sci-fi game, is like, how do you make corridors not look the fucking same everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
So you have these ones that are sort of like ovoid with these raised platforms. Ah! If I recall, this segment has a lot of wonderful, horrible little things in it.
What's our next downstairs? Just labs and offices. Maybe the shuttle station.
Should we go check?
Rather not. Got a bad feeling about this.
Spec Ops is a game which is more of a case study in
Maybe they
what
wanted
separates a
to
video
keep
game
close
from
to the
something like a
shuttle
movie
station in case
in the
something went
feelings
wrong.
it can make you feel,
Really
namely in the
stuck
case
on
of
that.
Spec Ops Guild.
I'm just worried
Yeah,
about my
making you a
colleagues.
participant to that sort of stuff is certainly a difference, because like when you watch a movie, you are always engaging with it as an observer.
Mm-hmm. But Spec Ops actually does make you do things quite often.
Oh fuck! Hey! The first mirror we found.
Where we actually look into it.
Yep.
I like how precise your eye movements are.
Yep. It's like, well, that was scary. Oh, I'm a robot. Well, I also kind of dig that he doesn't have any voice line. He just sort of takes it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first mirror we've encountered. And I pointed out very early on that there were mirrors in bathrooms, but they were all broken. Because you have to save that reveal until this point when it actually has impact.
I just want to shower.
You've been showering all day.
In seawater, it'll corrode our parts. Did I ever tell you about a friend of mine who worked at the Staples in Prince George?
No.
And one day he was working, and they got a complaint about the bathroom.
Oh, no.
And so Rob goes into the bathroom, and there are 3 stalls. And the smell in it is just god-awful.
Yeah.
So he goes up to the first stall, opens the door. Nothing. Goes up to the second stall, opens the door. Nothing.
Oh, no.
Goes up to the third stall. And like just the knowing that this one is going to be bad.
He just like take that little moment. There must be one of those like foreign words that describes a thing that we don't have in English.
Yeah.
Like that moment of like horrible dread and anticipation of something that is inevitable.
Yeah.
It's like, this is gonna be bad, and like you just like try to brace yourself for just how horrible it could be.
And opens the door.
Yeah.
And the toilet is not overflowing because that implies water. It's just full of turds.
Oh no!
Like
It's just
full.
completely bricked with shit.
Yeah, with a lit smoke stuck in the top.
They should have said a poet. That is... Wow. Wow. That's really quite...
Like the shitter was full.
Yep, shitter's full. That, like, if that was a movie, it would be a POV shot from the smoldering end up at the character, and it would, like, rack focus, and then
Yeah.
it would hard cut to them slapping their uniform on the counter.
Yeah,
and
just being like, I quit.
How many people had to contribute to achieve that? Now, would it be more distressing if it was a dozen or one? Who am I kidding? If it was one person, you would want to track them down for the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, having taken the world's largest shit.
What did you eat? Everything.
What didn't I eat? I love these little hand strength building things.
Yep. Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
And you can just imagine a situation where they're like, if you don't put that down right now, I'm killing you.
Yep. Now, I recall there being some kind of upsetting stuff up ahead. I don't remember exactly what it was.
But you may wish to brace yourselves.
I've got a theory. I got one of them feelings.
Well, this one's behind a sealed door,
Yeah,
so
it's
you know
fine.
it's got to be bad, right?
Nah, it's fine. I do like that the seals look a little bit like little people. Light? Aziz, light!
Well, this doesn't seem bad.
I kind of dig, I mean, there's a series of rooms you go through, and I think they do a pretty good job of sort of...
Maser tool safety.
Nice. Of implying the person's personality. More of these notes that I love!
Yeah.
Like, this is a torn-off section of a manual that has been written on in hand, like, by hand.
Mm-hmm.
These are maybe my favorite kind of... I suppose they're a form of environmental storytelling. I like them so much more than audio logs because, like, they fit right in with the surrounding. They're completely plausible, and they're usually, like, the personality of the notes themselves just, like, says so much more than even the actual text. Oh, right, Robin Bass. Right. Yeah, so...
22nd century.
Neat. Looks a lot like the 20th century.
Mm-hmm. Only with bigger buildings in the background.
Yeah, I mean, like, we encountered something like this.
It's Catherine's room.
Neat. Yeah, we encountered something like this when we played Myst with the brothers' rooms and how the rooms reflected the characters.
Hey, that's my room.
You want me to bring something? A souvenir?
No, it's just my place.
Huh. It's very ordinary.
Yeah.
Very utilitarian. Very
What's the little projector?
kind of by
Looks
the
homemade.
numbers.
That's my attempt at building a vivarium. It's kind of a proto-arc.
What the hell is that? Oh, Cyber Bear!
Your teddy bear could use some repairs.
Toby always breaks. He's top-heavy, so he keeps falling over.
That's really cute and kind of distressing.
And very sad. Poor Toby.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
I
seriously doubt you'll find anything useful in there.
Oh, yeah. Lots of post-its. Big fan. Oh, a journal.
Imogen Reed tested a machine today. It was clearly corrupted by WoW, but more importantly, it was assembled in a seemingly primitive way, like someone had specifically created it for WoW to steal. When activated, the machine mimicked the room and Reed along with it. At some point, she was scanned and then loaded as a simulation inside the digital space. The presentation shocked Reed and was quickly terminated. It scares me how much it reminds me of my AR capsule. After dissecting the vivarium machine that Reed activated, it's clear that WoW copied my capsule project to construct the scene to hold the Reed simulation. It's actually very similar in its construction except for one point. Where my capsule houses flat people constructed in model neurographs, the vivarium's brain scan lives on. It isn't limited by its content. From the originating brain scan Reed emerged. The Reed inside the vivarium was a perfect copy. I have it. I can save humanity. I can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every living member of Pathos 2. I can't figure out how it worked with the vivarium, but I can replicate WoW's scanning technique using the pilot seats. They are already prepared with the type of electromagnetic drums needed. It was even easier than I thought. The pilot seats are already set to allow the diffraction and high energy needed to capture the scan. I suspect WoW has been using the seat to steal scans from us for a while. I guess that explains the mockingbirds. The WoW must have stolen scans from people using the pilot seat and used it as a basis for intelligence in the machines. With a surprisingly positive reaction from the scan team, we have now officially started the ARC project. We are to scan all the people we can find and load them into the capsule. Then we will launch it into space using the space gun. It's nice to think something will live on like that.
You know what would be a really, really interesting... I don't know if you would actually be able to do this as a sequel or something, but it's like that capsule gets picked up, opened up, and downloaded into like new physical bodies again.
Yeah.
And life has continuity somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think that would be really wild.
Yeah, it would. Richard gave me a set of AI templates I haven't seen before. Unfolded one of them to make a new friend for Capsule Catherine and her gang of legacies. New way to simulate turbulence makes the weather system so much better. Implemented Reed. Didn't go well. New try with Reed. Reed won't play nicely with the others. She's too real.
That's weird. Oh, the puppet. Did I know there's a live-action prequel series on YouTube? Yes, actually, that's something we hadn't talked about yet. There's a series of like live-action.
You have a lot of toys.
Clips that came up before this movie, and they're all really, really scary. They're very good. I recommend you go and watch them.
I wish you could read what she was reading. I want to tuck in the teddy bear.
Yep.
I guess that's the arc.
We didn't do that one or that one.
These ones are locked.
Oh, are they? Boo. Boo. I guess there's more at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
Danger restricted area. That's fine. This is gonna be fucked.
This is so utterly dark. I don't like this at all.
I do like that it makes you turn around.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That was completely ordinary. Oh.
Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the arc. As I've explained, this is accomplished by...
I think you can actually get the text up.
Oh,
there
okay.
you go. This is like...
By ceasing to live as your scan is being completed. Do not frighten Catherine. I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salts into chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before seeing her. I will bite down, quickly causing my own demise.
That's so weird.
Huh.
I wonder how this attitude gained traction. Because apparently, like, a couple of people
Yeah,
were
this
just
was...
like, oh, well, like, if I die after being copied, then I will actually live on there.
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
will be me inside the Ark.
I guess?
Yeah.
Not really, but okay. I don't know. I feel like everybody here has been cooped up for a long time.
Yeah. The nature of identity. Questions about the self. Who are you? What does it mean to be human? Does your body or your surroundings confine or define you? All very difficult ideas to approach without having your questions be invalidated by the practical or mystified by the spiritually minded.
Huh.
Or mystified by the spiritually minded. In this book, Pavlina Martinu, professor of philosophy at the Charles University in Prague, guides you through the history of great thinkers and what they have to say about identity. Intelligence Analyst Theta Pathos 2. Mr. Sarang, the company is very pleased to hear about your success in making the WoW a station-wide presence. We trust you to appreciate what a unique opportunity this is and that you will do everything in your power to fully explore and understand this mystery. To do so, you need to ensure that Dr. Johan Ross is able to steer and study the WoW from Alpha without outside interference. In case of an emergency, you may direct Julia Dahl at Omicron to forcibly eliminate any opposition. But please make an effort to avoid extreme actions. Huh. Okay.
Ain't that some shit? Just gotta close that drawer. What this? Nazi Board 55 approval. Huh.
216. List code number 1, list code number 2. Huh.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither. That must be the WoW.
Maybe. I love my ball.
I love ball.
Is that a stapler? Oh, no,
An
that's good. That's
Erlenmeyer
good
flask.
lab glass. Cam, why are those flasks shaped like that?
It's so you can boil things in them without having it boil over. They are easy to pour things into and difficult for things to spill out of. Or bubble out of.
And the difference between this and the ones with the round bottoms?
Round bottoms will fit into heating mantles and basically there's a lot of things that will a round bottom flask will easily seat itself in. And round bottom flasks also will uniformly distribute their contents in things like a water bath, right? You can put a round bottom flask into a water bath and have it spin and rotate, and it won't have any like hot spots, right? Yeah, these things don't knock over easily. Yeah, they're easy to stopper, they don't knock over.
Everything you want in a container full of potentially dangerous chemicals.
Did you know that the human body consists of up to 75 trillion individual cells? They typically don't stay with us till we die. Some live a few days, while others live a few years. We're not affected by their short lifespans, as they're replaced by new cells which help sustain our bodies. I don't think anyone would argue that we ever lose our persona due to this process. Yet we are clearly in a constant state of transformation. Then how do we remain the same? A continuous flow of thought and perception keeps an unbroken chain of continuity that we know as our self. Our conscious mind is not the pattern of our brain. inside the digital world. Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same. With unbroken continuity, it will live on. A fulfilling life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your body. You are the emergent entity. That entity just happens to occupy two places at once for a while. If you took away your body, you would simply be the only one you can be. The you inside the Ark. Let your body die and continue on in the digital paradise among the stars.
New ship of Theseus, who dis?
It's like... So this is going to be upsetting for sure. Oh dear. Oh, Robin. Ugh. Well, they cleared the body out at least.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Don't touch it. Ah!
We're all dying anyway. I'm all in. I put my faith in Sarang and the continuity.
That was whose audio log we just listened to, right?
Yeah.
Now, that was one of the few audio like, there's been a couple of sort of audio logs in this one. That one makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because he's deliberately leaving
it's
behind a record.
It's an essay.
Yeah, or a manifesto.
Or, sorry, a manifesto, yeah. So that makes sense that he would... And, like, there's not been a lot of these. The thing that's always honked me about the audio logs is when people just record random fucking thoughts they're having.
Yeah.
It's just like, why are they doing that? It's like, just, what? I love... Goodbye? Cam. Cam!
What?
Did you just...
What? What ball?
Cameron!
What ball?
Did you try those drawers?
Yeah.
Okay. Well... Oh dear. Ah, upsetting juxtapositions. Horses. Extensive QA. The ball will live on in the Ark. Is that a scanner?
Yeah, it's a flatbed scanner.
Rah, 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 rah.
I was hoping there would be something on it.
Ow.
It's a huge fucking seagull.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, there's tiny people there. That's weird. Or maybe it's... Oh, it's in the extreme foreground.
Is it?
That's a ledge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Scale seagulls. Just like to show the scale of this vista, we used a 50-foot tall seagull for reference. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's no light in this one.
Oh, there's a little bit of light. Wait, what? There's something in here. Well,
I think it's just outside.
what this? Oh, shit. There's something walking. I hope there's extensive QA testing for the Ark. Like, 100 years from now, my man! Ah!
You're just actually walking around in T-pose.
Just people just sliding. No, somebody figures it. Like, people figure out that it's a
start
simulation,
speedrunning
and they
the
just
Ark?
start hacking, and there's no administrators. So they're just, like, flying around in T-poses, and they're just like...
Yeah, it turns into Second Life. Somebody figures out the nude mod.
I want to see the Ark, like, 1,000 years from now, and just, like, what madness it's become. Just, like, people with, like, an infinite column of hats. Just, like, mic spamming, like, WAV files that have... whose data has corrupted so much that
Just
it's
randomly
like
spawning objects in places.
Yeah.
Turns into Gmod.
There's a dude standing at the edge of the ocean, and he's filled it with, like, giant blue penises.
Ugh.
Oh, incredible.
Gary's Ark.
Gary's Ark. Yeah, John Madden.
Like, what is... There's the butthole.
Yep.
I thought we were hiding from something. I thought something had come through, but that door is locked.
It sounded like it. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's behind this wall.
It must be. Oh no, there's just something glooping onto the bed.
Oh, I see. Okay, what happens if you fall into the sub-ocean in the Ark? You fall forever.
If you were falling in space, do you think you would go faster or faster or slow down after a while?
I don't know.
Faster and faster.
Nope.
You wouldn't notice for a long time until you burst into fire. And the angels wouldn't help you because they've all gone away.
Oh dear.
Okay, so where do we go? Who turned out the lights?
So there's these two doors that we haven't checked yet, I think.
Oh yeah, we went... We checked out one shitter, but not the other shitter. Ugh, men.
Is this the... Oh yeah. I was like, is this the men's room? No, this is urinals. Okay.
Do we have a different animation here? No, same one.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like, this is weird.
Wait, were these hung up to dry here before?
I don't remember. So we don't. So we check. Did we check everything? I guess we head in here. Oh, hey, a pilot chair. And
This is where I did my scan. And
All the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises.
What that? Oh, data buffer.
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Maser tool? What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please! I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the ARC project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
You dumbass. Woof. What's Equo-American?
I assume equatorial America, like South America near the equator, Ecuador.
Ah. I've not heard that before.
But yeah, what a wonderful kind of like science fiction nationality. Transfer file.
Do. Copy to none. Yes.
Can we actually, like, are these scans that weren't completed?
I don't know. Can we sit in the chair? Do we want to sit in the chair? Nah, fuck it.
Can't sit in the chair.
Can't sit. Won't sit. Also,
it's almost 9 o'clock.
We're basically out of time. We're going to have to do at least a third. I feel like we can probably beat it in the third session.
I would think so. This one flew by, actually.
There's a lot of stuff in this game, though.
Yeah, I love this, by the way. I love this game. Even in spite of the stealth sections that I don't really enjoy, where you're, like, dodging a monster in a maze.
The content is compelling enough.
Yeah,
that you can just
absolutely. This game is just printing shures from me.
Yeah, I mean, I felt the same way about it. It was just like, it was really nice to play, like, a sci-fi game that did literally anything different.
Yeah.
Because I feel like games especially tend to sort of do one kind of sci-fi story, which is like, we're in space, oh no, aliens, shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
Or, variants thereof.
Yeah. Like, the one that you see come up fairly frequently is like, is robots life?
It's like, oh no.
And the robots are like, I feel life. And you're like, I guess life, or robots not am life. And that's like the moral quandary. And this is similar, adjacent, related, but well handled so far, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty weird and pretty creepy. So I dig it.
Yeah.
And I look forward to.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to like finishing this and having thoughts.
Yeah, there's a couple of like things that they visit later that are kind of a little weird to me, but I generally speaking feel that it sticks the landing. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So, anywho, we should do subs.
Okay, let's do subs.
Well, oh shit, wait. Is it here?
Yes.
Oh, that's a lot of subs.
All right. The original Garwolf is resubbed for the 11th month, saying this sub is brought to you by the Tyrell Corporation's Fans and Vents division, backlighting air vents and fans since 1982. You do good work.
Itazu for 51 months. Brah.
Kes6960 is resubbed for the 12th month. Happy 1 year anniversary, saying hooray for a year. Also, hooray is an odd word. Accurate. Now I can't. No, that's going to be lodged in there for a
Sir
while.
Sputnik for 5 months. 5 months that I finally get a resub during my favorite show.
Earth in One has given us 100 bits, saying amazing intro. Keep up the good work. Will do.
Kinpatsu sub for 14 months. Happy to be back. Good to see y'all.
Dr. McAskey has resubbed for the 12th month, saying 1 year subiversary. Thanks for all the great talking simulators. Thank you.
Transcast just subscribed. Welcome.
Link's Relic has just subscribed as well. Welcome to the channel.
Lude T sub for 4 months. Hey, another month. Can't wait to watch the VOD of this.
Ooh. Solomon Kane has resubbed for the 14th month in a row, saying Bilbo Baggins.
Void Spinner for 14 months. Yes, good. Touch the techno barnacle butts.
Sir, Octopus has resubbed for the 14th month, saying thanks for sharing all these interesting games and commentary. Our pleasure.
Nasegal for 10 months. Oh boy. Habla no español.
10 meses es como un bebé más grande con pelo. Que quería quedarse adentro?
Sorry.
10 months? Your baby has grown up.
All right, sounds good. Feathertail 38 for 14 months. I can't pilot horror games myself. I love experiencing them vicariously through you.
Kanoki is reset for the 47th month. Hello, me boys. Also enjoy stopping to see looking at beautiful scenery and games as well.
DJ Shire for 31 months. This game is great for talking simulators. There's just so much to talk about.
Ban that man.
We will not actually.
No, we didn't know. Do not actually ban. Edmund Juniper is reset for 10 months, saying hello, friends from the internet. Hello.
Ominously ominous for 33 months. Welcome back.
Pseudo Monkey 23 is reset for the 15th month. Thank you.
Star Chief Executive for 3 months. Welcome back.
Dr. Magnify is reset for the 5th month, saying happy days with a 5-month sub.
Lady Atarka sub for 3 months. Hype 3 months.
Kendrake Ninetail is reset for the 11th month, saying 11 months, nearly a year of giving you Amazon's money. I'll be watching the VOD, but it's always neat to hear your thoughts on things and have some actually critical analysis on games. Keep being excellent and keep growing your ideas.
All of the Wise Wolf sub for 34 months in a row. Put your totally human in the totally not a butt.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Runic Scribe has just subscribed. Welcome. Thank you.
Gadalt sub for 9 months. Eye cream.
KDH of Avalon 87 is resubbed for the 26th month, saying post-DB resub to my favorite show. Woohoo. Woohoo.
Dr. Prince for 15 months. Welcome back.
Netsop has resubbed for the 37th month, saying glad to see you back from Tucson.
Dryosynth sub for 19 months in a row. Congrats on another run of Desert Bus. I want to apologize for making you recite such great heights. That was too cruel.
Inkface Fast has resubbed for the 10th month. Such an interesting game.
And Aussie sub for 36 months. Get probed.
Hey. Angry Optimist resubbed for the 11th month in a row, saying I'm awake for a lure stream.
And Lithuasil sub for 5 months. I resubbed during Desert Bus out of fear I'd missed the month, but apparently Twitch will let me leave a message later.
Hey. City how is that pronounced?
Nicodle?
Nicodle?
I thought it was Nicodle.
I mean, like, it's spelled Nicodle, but I always heard the, like, Aztec words are transliterated oddly. Anyway, City Nicodle has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel.
Forced Reject, sub for 16 months. Ayu, John Madden, Zaten Goku na Tenshi no Yoni. Oh dear.
I saw your intro, by the way. Finally. It was astonishing.
I had a lot of fun with that.
Kinda Cat resubbed for the 4th month, saying, hey Cam, hey Alex, love this program you two do. This has helped me appreciate video games more as an art form. Thank you for your hard work and glad you're not... sorry, could you move the cursor?
Oh, sorry.
Sick with the Desert Bus pox. Yeah, we both made it.
Yep. Decaped for 24 months. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways.
Oh, wow. MJ, rip in peace.
Yeah.
Canardian has resubbed for the 14th month, saying, am Robot's life and chat life. Canardian, I'm subscribed at least.
Yep. Amethyst Marie for 4 months. Love you guys. Thanks for everything you do.
Admiral Mamo cheered with 100 bits, saying, here, bits, take them. Thank you.
Pseudonym Ken, sub for 19 months. Thanks for being awesome, alive, or intelligent, which is more important.
Who Should I Be Today is a brand new subscriber. Welcome to the channel, and thank you for deciding to support us here.
Yep. Mr. Fixit, sub for 46 months. Amchat Life, Amrobot, does robot butts.
The Passerby is resubbed for the 8th month, saying, 8 months, glad to see you're sane. Me and some folks wrote an SCP file for Desert Bus. Hope to share it with you guys one day. Ooh, I'd love to see it.
Curiel for 15 months. You guys are awesome. A respite in a sea of overwork. And Nova Girl 5, sub for 7 months in a row. I'm glad you're feeling better. Please take care of yourself.
Yeah. Please do.
That's it for this week.
Apparently the no aggro mod
is going to drop before next
tomorrow.
week. Oh!
So we're totally updating before then, and yeah, we're going to be playing that because I don't think at least for the commentary mode we're on, I don't think it really contributes
No, I think
a whole lot.
that's gonna be good.
Yeah, so we're going to be playing the no aggro mode, just because like I actually wanted to like listen to some of those audio files that we're playing.
That was real, like a particularly egregious.
Yeah,
So
I would have notes for them on that one.
Yeah.
But
right.
yeah, so thank you so much, and we'll see you. Well, Alex and I presume we'll be back tomorrow
for the crapshoot.
Yeah, for tomorrow's crapshoot. Watch us write, film, and edit a 1-minute short comedy bit tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific.
Yep.
Here at Loading Ready Run.
Yep,
and then I'll be back in the evening where we will be drafting Iconic Masters.
Ooh.
I believe it'll be me, Graham, James, Ben, Ian, Serge.
I hope you get the mana drain.
Yeah. Oh, mana drain. Mana drain. They're 2-drop and play Jace next turn.
Do. You know what's the point now?
What?
Mana drain.
Good.
Yeah, it keeps going back and forth.
It's a very powerful card, and I think it's correct to point it.
Yeah. So, anywho, see you next time.
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves and take care of one another. Bye.
Bye.